This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1445. Are you plateaued without realizing it? And anything is possible if you pay the price. Both by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And I'm Justin Malik, the guy that reads to you every single day of the year, including weekends and holidays, to help you live a more meaningful and positive life. And I have 2 posts for you today, so let's get right to them as we optimize your life. Are you plateaued without realizing it? By Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. Quote, every next level of your life will demand a different you. Leonardo DiCaprio. Are you the same person you were 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, or even 5 years ago? Are you still learning the same lessons, doing the same workouts, thinking the same thoughts, and being plagued by the same fears? Or is it obvious to you and everyone else you are fundamentally different? Are you continuously on to bigger and better things? Most people don't want to change. They've reached a certain position in their health, finances, relationships, spirituality, and plateaued. They've become content and satisfied, or they've at least found comfort and justification by comparing their situation with people they perceive as worse off than them. As C.S. Lewis has said, quote, pride gets no pleasure out of having something, only out of having more of it than the next man. We say that people are proud of being rich or clever or good looking, but they are not. They are proud of being richer or cleverer or better looking than others. If someone else has become equally rich or clever or good looking, there'd be nothing to be proud about. It's in the comparison that makes you proud, end quote. It's easy to compare ourselves with those we perceive as less than us, yet in examining those we perceive as doing better, we blame external factors for our lack of progress. Real progress as an individual requires focusing inward. You are the root cause of your current results. If you want different results, you must first be a different person. And at every succeeding level of your progression, you'll be required to change again. As Marshall Goldsmith, renowned leadership consultant, has said, quote, what got you here won't get you there, end quote. We're not here to find ourselves, but rather to create ourselves. Our identity is not fixed, but fluid and flexible. Thus, DHH has said, quote, just be yourself is a terrible platitude for accepting the random attributes of character you've acquired thus far, end quote. Don't revert to how things were. At the conclusion of a 2-year mission trip I served, a leader told me, Ben, the worst thing you could do is go home and be the person you were before your mission. After having experienced radical growth and learning, why would I go back to behaving as if I had not had those experiences? Personal progress should be permanent, not temporary. If you learn things that redefine how you see the world, why continue living the same way? Why perpetuate the cognitive dissonance? If your vision for yourself and your future expands, why continue living small? If you go through experiences that challenge you to grow, why shrink back to who you once were? Life is meant to be transformational. Human beings are intended to evolve and progress, not stagnate and wither. It's okay to change, even if that means things must be different. Actually, that's part of the process. Will people judge you for the changes you make? Absolutely. Will people not understand why you're doing what you're doing? Most won't get it. Most people prefer same and safe. So when you change, you threaten the status quo. You threaten how things are. If your change is real, you'll attract a new social circle and new environment to reflect your evolving nature. Things can never be how they once were if the change you experienced is real. And I have another post in just a sec, but first, thank you to our friends at Sakara, which delivers fresh, organic, and nutrient-dense meals to your home or office. You know it's important to eat green veggies, but you often run out of time to prepare healthy meals from scratch. Sakara makes it a breeze for you to treat yourself to clean meal plans. I had Sakara's miso noodle soup for lunch. I love savoring the full flavor of the soup without weighing my body down with artificial preservatives and chemical additives. Sakara's meal plans exclude animal products, gluten, and sugar, which will leave you feeling calmer and more energized. And the chef-designed menu changes every week, so there's always something new to try, and always delicious in my experience. And right now, Sakara is offering our listeners $60 off their first order when they go to sakara.com/old. That's Sakara, Sakara.com/old sakara.com/OLD to get $60 off your first order. Sakara.com/old. Anything is possible if you pay the price, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. You can learn, have, or be anything if you're willing to pay the price. You can be a millionaire in not a long period of time. You can be an established expert on any topic. You could be a successful business owner. You could have deep spiritual understanding. You could do an Ironman triathlon. You could be an empathetic, caring, and loving person. You could have beautiful and meaningful relationships with your romantic partner, business colleagues, mentors, and other people who inspire you. You could be the person you know within yourself you can be. You can live the life you know within yourself you are meant to live. But you have to pay the price. You have to actually make a decision. If you try to be everywhere, you'll end up nowhere. If you try to be everyone, you'll end up no one. You have to choose what you want to do and who you want to be. You have to forego the trivial many for the essential few. You have to forego the endless good options for the few best ones. You have to manage your mind and your time. You can't continue to justify living beneath your dreams. You have to really want it. Because once you do, nothing will be able to stop you from having it. You have to let go of your bad habits. You have to rearrange your priorities. You have to say no more. You need to put first things first every single day. You have to pay the price. If you're willing to pay the price, you can have absolutely anything you want. But you need to be uncomfortable enough with your current situation to get off Facebook, to stop consuming and wasting your time, to focus on learning and creating rather than being entertained and distracted. There are probably dozens of recurring activities you do on a daily basis that aren't serving you. You need to drop those activities from your life. Leave them in your past and fill your future with the activities that will take you to where you really want to go. When you have 5 extra minutes, what do? Do you entertain and distract yourself? Or do you pay the price? When your alarm goes off in the morning, do you hit the snooze button? Or do you pay the price? When you know you should be creating, do you distract yourself? Or do you pay the price? When you're with your loved ones, do you look at your smartphone? Or do you pay the price? Are you serious or still pretending? Do you really want it, or are you still unsure? Are you moving one step in 20 directions or 20 steps in one direction? How many hours did you waste today? How many hours were you paying the price? What do you really want? Are you willing to pay the price? Nothing in life is free, especially your time. Everything has a cost. And when it comes to your time, the cost is heavy. You can never get even 1 second back. You can live your life on purpose. You can spend your time on things you value. You can be who you intended to become. You can continue to progress and evolve, even after you've become successful and fulfilled. But the price must be paid. You can't fake it. It's available if you want it, but you must choose it. You just listened to the post titled, "Are You Plateau'd Without Realizing It?" and "Anything is Possible If You Pay the Price," both by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And I'll leave it there for today. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.